how we view the world, and what does equality mean? See if you can find that in your notebook. If you don't have it, just write it on a new sheet of paper. Okay, y'all found yours. Tamara, did you find it? Share. What did you add, or what do you think about this question now? How do words change how we view the world? How does Frederick Douglass play into that? Luke? No? Joel? Yes, he talks about how slavery, the people were not equal. What are the 3 things that he uses to try to convince people that slavery is wrong, we have to abolish slavery? His tone, he uses his tone. His experiences, Rihanna? The quotes. Yeah. The way he phrases things. Like, Rihanna, can you tell me like a specific thing that you remember that he said?
When he was like, all men should be equal.
Okay, when he talked about all men are... He means all humans should be equal. Okay, so you told me that he told about his first personal experience, his tone or his feelings, and there was one more thing he uses in his narrative to convince people to abolish slavery. It's on our red word chart. There was one more thing. Facts. He uses facts about slavery. He uses his personal experiences and his feelings to showcase what was really going on, the reality of the situation. Okay, good. What about equality? Last week you wrote about the Declaration of Independence and Frederick Douglass and how those 2 things didn't match up. What does equality mean? Did anybody add something to their thinking? Macy. The state of being equal, but what does equal mean? Treated fairly?
Like everyone gets treated the same, looked at the same, and respected.
Good, good. I like that, respected the same. That's good. Anything else we want to add? Okay, so let me explain today's assignment, and then we're going to break up into 2 different groups. Today's assignment, we are going to start writing anti-slavery speeches. So during Frederick Douglass's time, abolitionists would get together and hold anti-slavery fairs to try to convince the people that we needed to fight to abolish slavery. Okay, they would give speeches, there would be posters and ads to show people the reality of what was happening and to convince people that we needed to do something about this issue. So you are going to use all the things that we have read from Frederick Douglass and the Declaration of Independence and even John C. Calhoun. Remember that guy? The senator? Okay. You're going to use all of those things to write an anti-slavery speech. So this is sort of taking all the things we've read, all the things we've talked about, and putting it into one speech. Okay? Are you with me? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Miss Hamlet is going to take half of you. I'm going to keep half of you. When I split you up, go ahead and open Google Classroom, and it says Anti-Slavery Fair Speech. You're going to open that document. We're working with one document all week. Okay? All right, so these people, you're going to split up and go with Miss Hamlet to work today. Max, Pilar, Luke, Cece, Gage, Ken, Aaron, Joel. Okay, we'll see you guys in a little bit and check in. That he wants, like, how do his words help change the world?
We should be changed equal. We should.
Yep, you can talk about that. You can talk about last week how we did the Declaration of Independence. Okay, think about Frederick Douglass. What's he doing? Is he making them hurtful? What is he doing? How is he using his tone?
Like showing other people.
You done? Okay, keep writing.
Like showing other people.
Okay, so looking at your document, still waiting on a couple people, I think. All right, looking at your document, you're not opening any lessons yet, okay? The first thing I want you to look at on your document is where it says Day 1, choose a topic. Thumbs up when you see that part. Day 1, choose a topic. On your document, Day 1, choose a topic. The document, Courtney. Your Google Doc. Okay. We're on both. We have 2 tabs. We have the Google Doc, and then we have Amplify. All right. Okay. Thumbs up when you see day 1, choose a topic. Just click on Frederick Douglass and then stop there. Okay. Yes, you got it? You got it. Okay. What I have listed here are topics that Frederick Douglass addresses in his writing. Okay? They're sort of like big ideas. For example, justice, literacy, violence, transformation. Okay? Some of you have a few more, like family. Some of you may have how women were treated. Okay? These speeches will be very focused on one particular topic. So I want you to look at the topics listed on your document, and I want you to think about what you remember that we've read. Okay? And I want you to choose a topic to type in the box. Up here on the board, I have a list of all the lessons that we covered and what we read about in each lesson. So from lesson 1, this was his family and his childhood, about his mother, he didn't know his birthday, that sort of thing. Then we did daily life. We did the songs. Lesson 6 and 7, we took on Google Classroom because we did the stop, think, paraphrase strategy. So that was where we read about the unpunished crimes. Remember the 3 murders? And we read about how he learned to read and write. Then we went back to Amplify for valuation of property and the ships in Chesapeake Bay. So in the box, write down which topic you've chosen and a little bit about what you remember about that topic. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes and check back in. It's right there. Okay, so you're going to choose one of these. Pick, write which one you chose, and then tell me, like, what do you just remember about it? One more time with what we remember that we read. So let's take about 30 more seconds to wrap up what you remember. The more that you can add here, the better. Okay, let's move to step 2. We're going to find evidence. Now, this is where you're going to need Amplify. Okay? And what I want for you to do is pick at least 2 of those passages to pull direct evidence, like Rihanna was talking about quotes earlier, to pull those direct quotes, okay? This is where you need this chart. Let's say that you chose justice. What is one lesson where we talked about justice being denied? Which lesson was it? L7? 6, okay. Lesson 6, we talked about how those people did not receive justice, okay? We know that lesson 6 is on Google Classroom. I wrote the dates. We did it on November 4th, okay? So you can go back to that passage. So now your job is to find at least 2 lessons or passages that you can provide specific evidence from, okay, to support your topic. Yes? Okay, this one's going to be the bulk of what we do today. So let's start the timer at 10 minutes, and then we'll check in and see where we are, okay? What should you do when you find the piece of evidence that you want to use? Copy and paste it. Where should you put it? In the document, okay. Where could you put it in the document? Okay, in the evidence part, yeah, so you can put it underneath the lesson that it came from. Okay, copy and paste it. Good. All right, 10 minutes, I'll walk around and help, and then we'll see kind of where we are in just a second. Literacy. Yeah. Okay, so let me ask this question. What do the songs, how does that connect to literacy?
They like sing and stuff like that.
Okay, what role does reading and writing play in life? Because literacy means the ability to read and write. So how can you connect songs? Or do you need to look somewhere else? Okay, so look at the lessons. Which one do you think would connect with reading and writing?
Daily life.
Okay, that's a possibility. Give me another one. Because you need to have two.
The childhood family.
Possibly. Give me another one.
Douglas, likes to read and write.
Excellent. That's going to be where you find most of your evidence.
Are we supposed to do this one?
Let's do a check-in. Hold up on your fingers. How many pieces of evidence you have? How many pieces of evidence? 1 to 5. How many do you have?
0.
Okay. That's fine. Macy, what about you?
I'm trying to look for one.
Okay. I need to see everybody's fingers. Let me see where we're at. Okay. Okay, so we need more time. That's fine. So let's take another 10 minutes and go from there. Hold on. You've skipped ahead a little bit.
Oh, this is the justice one.
Okay, you can. What lesson did you find that in, Christopher? 8. Okay, so we're going to do it down here. Okay. Now, so you're going to find another one. Your goal is to have 5. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
The chart's not on here.
You're on the wrong. You want this one. Sorry, I told you wrong. Good job, Deb. The direct quotes. Okay, so you have to go find them in the text. Okay, yeah, good. So you've got the general idea. Now you're just looking for the specific spot. Good. Done, excellent. Okay, so you're ready for the drafting. You pretty much done? Okay, go back to the original document. Let's talk about the drafting. Okay, all right, where we organize your ideas. So you're gonna do number 1 and 2. Okay, when you get to number 2, it says to copy and paste 3 or 4, okay, that best support your argument. So look at your 5, okay, and see which 3 or 4 best fit. How do you know that it fits best?
Goes with what we chose.
Okay, it's relevant to the topic. What else? Look at the second part of question number 2. Explain what?
Why you made that choice.
Okay, why you made that choice. Okay, so which one can you explain? Which one can you connect or elaborate on to get to your point? Okay, for step 3, you haven't found all your evidence. You'll be able to go back, but I have enough people that are ready that we can go ahead and explain. So, there you go. Where it says organize your ideas. Okay? Number 1 says, what argument do you think Douglas is making about this topic? Okay? So you're looking at, like, if you chose justice, what argument or what is Frederick Douglass trying to say about justice? There was not any for the enslaved people. Justice was being withheld, denied, exempt, okay? All of those work. So what argument is he making? And then I want you to evaluate your own evidence. We did this a couple weeks ago with our voting article, and we talked about a couple of different ways to evaluate evidence. You should have 5. You're going to pick your best 3, okay? How do you know it's a good piece of evidence? It relates to the topic. And you can argue about it. You can use it to support your claim. So it's relevant, and you can explain it or elaborate on it to prove your point. Okay? So you're going to choose your best 3 to copy and paste into box 2. Once you've done that, we have everything ready to start drafting our speech. we have 10 minutes left in class. I'm gonna let you work for about 5 more, and then we're gonna do an exit ticket, and then we'll pick back up tomorrow. Okay? Cool. All right, keep working.
Okay, so I got younger.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Like how we read stuff.
Okay. What does he learn about here?
I don't know. I forgot.
Okay. Read this part here. Look at what you've highlighted. You've highlighted really good stuff. See if that helps. You have those 3. Okay, scroll back up. Okay, scroll back up. Okay, what made you choose those 3 pieces of evidence? Why did you choose those? What do you think?
Why they put slaves so dark?
It's just showing justice was denied.
Okay, from where justice was denied. Okay, scroll down. Let me see those evidence pieces again. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the very, very top. You chose, okay, good. I want you to see if you can tie in this. How did he use violence to control the people? See if you can add that into your elaboration, because I think those two connect really well. Good. Answers number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, tell me what step are you on? Are you still finding evidence, or are you moved on to organizing? Okay? Or are you ready to draft? So go ahead and tell me what step you're working on. Organize, or finding evidence, organizing, or drafting. Okay? Number 2, what do you need to know before tomorrow? What are your questions that you still have right now? So what do you need to know before tomorrow when we keep working? And then number 3, how do you feel about this assignment so far? 1 is awesome, I've got it. 2 is so-so. This might be like, if you're still struggling to find evidence, you might put a 2, okay? Number 3, terrible, I need some help, okay? So evaluate where you are. What step are you on? What do you need to know? And how do you feel about what's going on today? Okay, hold it. You'll give it to me when you leave. Keep working once you've answered the 3 questions. I just wanted you to make sure you had enough time. Can you see misery or no? Okay, number 1, what step are you on? Okay, number 2, okay, you have no questions. Number 3, it says, how do you feel? Awesome, so-so, or terrible? Okay. Okay, yes, that we're pulling evidence for a speech. Yes? Okay. Tomorrow, I need everyone's attention real quick. Tomorrow, we're going to focus on getting our first draft together. Okay? Cool? All right.